Remember Mario Kart on the GBA? Or Simpsons Road Rage, for that matter? Well, turns out Hot Wheels had all those kinds of games, too. Welcome to Let's Play Hot Wheels Burnin Rubber. So, first thing you might notice, this actually lets me choose between English and French. This is the only game I know of that seems to have been released separately in Canada and the US. So this is actually a Canadian ROM. Naturally being Canadian, you can actually choose between English and French each time you boot up the game. Cool stuff. But this is just a nice little game. Like I said, it's kind of, if you've ever seen Hot Wheels Road Rage, or Hot Wheels Road Rage, Simpsons Road Rage, or what was it? Mario Kart for the GBA, you'll know what this game has in store. It's pretty much that, but a little bit less interesting. But I figured I might as well show it anyways, because it was a game I played when I was younger and I liked it, so whatever. Also, I realized I had to do something to screw around with the save, because I don't want to delete my own save, but I need a new save for the LP, so give me a moment, please. Alright, there we go. So, I'm gonna make a new game then. So, what will this be? Well, you can probably guess. Because I have to have a channel that kind of works its way into initials pretty well. Oh no! My backspaced. So, fairly simple character thing. I don't know why it is that you'd want punctuation in your 3 letters, but whatever. Your choice. Now, I don't know why. I guess they just got a bad ROM. The graphics saying race type is all screwed up. Nothing else in this game is messed up, though, so no worries. So you'll see that initially this game has a few different game modes. There's Grand Prix, Free Race, where I'm spending most of my time in Grand Prix. There's Time Trial, which is also nice, something to pay attention to. We're going to spend a good deal of time there too. As well as a 2-player, and of course there's options outside of much of a game mode. 2-player, of course, you need a Game Boy link. I don't remember what those things are called. You need to physically link your Game Boy to somebody else's Game Boy to play this. And I think you both need to have the game to do it. Some GBA games, you only need 1 cartridge to play multiplayer. This game, you need 2 cartridges. Remember Sonic Advance 3, you had to have different game modes depending on how many cartridges you had. So you can look at your best records on all the different courses, but we'll learn about those later. You can turn sound on and off completely, interestingly enough. And you can go through the different... didn't know there was a sound test here, actually. Huh. Anyways. Oh, and learn something new every day, I guess. Like I said in my last Hot Wheels Let's Play, it's not even 5 minutes and I've already learned something new about the game I'm Let's Playing. That's why I love Let's Plays so much. But, we're gonna go straight into Grand Prix, because that's basically what this game is about. So you can select your cup. Right now we only have bronze. No matter how hard I mash my A and D keys, all that bronze cup will do is flash at me as light shines across it. So each cup is composed of 2 circuits. At the moment, you only have the first one of the bronze cup unlocked, that being Grease Monkey. By the way, I just now realized this. If I sound a bit nasal, it's because I happen to be ill at the moment. But I'm feeling quite physically fine. I just sound all stuffy, even though I'm actually not. Kind of annoying. But yeah, some interesting courses. You'll notice that they're all like places that are like in a household, except for the last one. You in fact use toy cars in this game. This is one of those Hot Wheels games. And for some reason, on this particular ROM, I noticed that the car wraps around the screen on that screen. I don't know why. I don't remember it doing that when I actually played this on the GBA. I played this on the GBA not too long ago. I actually prefer playing this on the actual GBA to play on an emulator. But there's a number of cars to select from. Track T being the first, and one of my favorite Hot Wheels cars actually. We only have 1 in each category right now, 1 car in each category. You can select a different paint job if you feel like it. You don't get any choices for each car, but oh well. And the colors that you get for the different cars are not always the most logical of colors, or the colors you expect them to come in, but oh well. Notice that these have stats, and quite low stats at that. We actually improve those stats ourselves, although different cars do have different maximum stats. I used to have one of these, but it was yellow. Fortunately, I can't make it yellow. I don't know why these things are named the way they are, but I used to have one of this, it was orange. But the closest you can get in this is red. And there is Purple Passion, which is most notably not purple. You can make it purple, but Purple Passion shall hereby be known as Orange Passion. And there's Sports Gallery, not a posto. So I'm just going to stick with good old Track T, because I like Track T a lot. And I'm going to be using manual transmission in this game, because this game's just kind of even more boring without it. There's not much going on in this game, you just kind of race around a track and that's it. No special items or anything like that, like you'd see in Mario Kart. So, I just use manual transmission to give myself something to do, watching my gears as I go through the courses, because otherwise it's even more boring. But you can tune different parts of your car. Parts of your car will have different types available. The hierarchy basically goes stock, sport, race, and then, in the case of your engine, turbo. These will affect your stats in various ways, and they will cost varying amounts of money depending on which car you're upgrading it for, and which part you're upgrading as well. Although each part generally has the same costs. Sport for Track 2 will always cost 30, race always costs 50, unless you are getting the engine, in which case race will... Oh, alright, you don't have race and sport in this. You have race, which is 50 gold, supercharged, which is 70, and then turbo, which is not 200, 150. But we don't actually have any money right now, so we can't afford any of that. You get a good amount of money in this game, though. Don't worry about being low on cash. I have nearly 10,000 on my own actual physical copy of this game, if I remember correctly. So something weird about this game. Just like in... So you might remember in Stunt Track Challenge that, if you actually watch that playthrough, that you can... Man, it's really awkward switching gears by taking my finger off the WASD. Because I don't actually have any, shoulder buttons. But, that's why I like playing this game on the actual Game Boy. But anyways, you might remember how Stunt Track Challenge actually allowed you to get a fast start, just by holding your speed, or by revving your engine to a certain degree before the race started. You can do the same in this game, but basically you have to rev your engine to a certain degree that depends on what your current stats are. So it's just kind of guesswork, and you have to be revving your engine. You can't have the button not hold down. You need to have the gas on the floor, and you have to just be at the right place, which is really hard to figure out and memorize. So I'm not going to be getting any fast starts in this game, at least not until the very end when I have a particular vehicle, which I have actually memorized the fastest start for. But yes, this is the most simple of tracks, as you can see. This is the bathroom track. Nice simple thing. Just don't hit walls and you'll pretty much be fine in this game. Don't hit walls. Oh hey, Purple Passion is actually purple. Don't hit walls, don't go in water, don't fall on things, don't land on things that you're not supposed to land on, because you'll either fall, drown, or explode. Not necessarily in respective order, but... So depending on which cup you're doing and which series in which cup you're doing, you'll get varying amounts of money depending on how you place. You also might notice I had a little times 4 right there. That's how many lives you have. If you don't get first place in a, if you don't get first or second place in a, on a particular race, you'll not be able to advance and you'll lose a life. You'll have to redo that race. Or if you choose to retry a race before finishing it. But now we actually have some money, so might as well spend that on something. So let's spend that on computer, I guess. That costs 50 gold. That's exactly how much we have. We'll increase our top speed acceleration by some degree. Now keep in mind, you actually have to select the new thing you bought to use it. Otherwise, I have a habit of buying something and then just pressing B to go back without actually equipping it, and then realizing later that I have made a mistake. Don't make that mistake. I'll try to figure out what the actual... No, that was nowhere near. Thing is, you want to be cautious about doing... Oh, whether the exclamation mark means that shortcuts up ahead. Like this one. You don't want to have the gas on the entire time before the race starts. If you actually have the gas on, if you have your engine revved too hard, what will end up happening is you will peel out, which of course makes you slow. So it's kind of a risk, calculated risk, I guess, if you want to try to get a fast start. I like it. That's one of the actual like details that this game has that actually make racing enjoyable. And it's like less boring than just kind of running around a track, which is what most of this game is. But also the shortcuts that the computers almost never use until the very end of the game. Why it is that I have to jump over keys on the piano, I have no idea. Keys shouldn't be raised. A minute. I'm going to be going for all first place in this, by the way. Because that's how you get to certain cars. Now, you get certain cars by doing certain things. I believe for getting best times on certain tracks in time attack, as well as getting all first place in certain circuits. This will be a short playthrough, but oh well. I'll be making episodes, I don't really know how long I'll make them. I want to say like 20 minutes each, just so I don't cheat you guys with any shorter episodes than usual. Well, it's normally 25, but I'll make 20 for getting this short. But, oops. We'll see. You might notice, though, as time goes on, our top speed is indeed increasing, of course, and we can go higher up on here. The point at which we actually have to shift gears is changing constantly, so it's something to pay attention to. Alright, so this place introduces something new. We need to stay on the track, otherwise we will be slowed down as we are driving on rough terrain. Also, during these jumps, we have to... Whoops, don't touch things. Things slow you down quite a bit. Jumps also speed you up quite a bit, keep that in mind. But if I go on this blue stuff, that'll actually slow me down quite a bit. Not fun. As time goes on, in the later tracks, it seems that the rough surfaces actually slow you down even more than normal. Big pain. This is one of those shortcuts where it actually seems easier to use the shortcut than to not use it. It's kind of odd. A couple odd shortcuts in this game. There's one shortcut in the last track in the game that is absolutely broken just because it takes advantage of how the game's AI works. Speaking of how this game's AI works, this game actually has rubber banding, which Subject Challenge seemed to not have. This game has very noticeable rubber banding. And that only works to a certain degree. If you're moving slowly, all the other cars will start moving slowly. They'll still be able to pass you, but they'll start moving slowly, which is kind of weird. It's really awkward sometimes, because if you crash at one point when you're in first place, you might notice that everybody else suddenly shifts down to like 1/5 their usual speed for a few seconds. It's really odd. I guess it's supposed to give you time to recover, though. I want to show you what our stats, too, on track T now that we've been improving our specs. Ta-da! It's a bit better than before. But as you get onto later cups, the cars will have better stats. And if your own stats aren't high enough, like if you don't have high enough top speed, it will be impossible to win. Because what will end up happening is the rubber banding will let you... Well, either the rubber banding won't apply at all, just because you move too slow. It'll just kind of lap you. Or the rubber banding will kick into effect, but it will be only just enough so that they're always right in front of you, but you can't actually overtake the computer players. It's really weird. That's a nice shortcut. Whoa! I like that shortcut though. It's one they actually have to like work to use, and there's kind of a risk if you screw it up. Well, let's not fall in the water. The deep blue parts of the water are places you don't want to be, because that's basically the equivalent of falling off a track in a Mario Kart game. And yes, it does start you at a standstill just like Mario Kart does. It's pretty rough if you actually screw up like that. Not necessarily as rough as Mario Kart, but still pretty tough on you. Especially later in the game. I don't know, this game actually might last a while. I mean, to actually complete this game, you have to go through a pretty big number of races. I'm not even done with the first series circuit yet. I don't even know the first circuit yet, and I'm not sure how close I am to finishing the first episode, actually. I'm 16 minutes in. I'm going to be making these 20-minute episodes. So Let's Plays actually go on oddly long time. In fact, that's going to last so much longer than Sunset Challenge, it would be kind of weird. But if it does. Alright, so that's the end of that circuit, actually. Yay! C1, Evil Twin. I don't really want to do putt-putt. Can I, like, not do putt-putt, please? I don't want to do putt-putt. So you can actually take on circuits one at a time if you feel like it. All that does require that you actually reboot your, or reset your Game Boy. So let's save. Press Control R to reset the Game Boy. Go! Zoom through those screens. 2,500% speed. Then you can load, and then you can either continue, which will bring you back to where you were in your circuit, or you can just go back to race type to select whatever mode. So I'm going to do a couple time trials before I end off the episode. Can we like access every single... No. You have to unlock tracks in this game as time goes on. But we still have some golds. Let's spin that. It's just inefficient and uneconomical to buy the, or to not skip straight to buying the best stuff for your cars, because that's an extra, for example, 30 or 40 or however much gold for every single part of your car. It's better to just save up. You save yourself a lot. There we go. Oh crap! See, the thing when you're using manual transmission, what happens is when you get a fast start like that, you go at max speed instantaneously. But the thing is, your speed's still throttled by what gear you're in. And something I tend to forget is that, of course, you start in first gear if you're in manual transmission instead of kicking straight into sixth if you're in automatic transmission. So sometimes what I'll accidentally do is I'll get the fast start. I'll be all happy that I got the fast start, but then I'll I'll have a bit of an oh crap moment as I realize too late that I'm still in first gear and just kind of like sitting there so that I'm moving at a crawl. So I kind of have to mash the right trigger if not to actually take full advantage. Cool. There you go, that was an easy best time. I think you need to get best... I don't know if you need to get best time and best lap to qualify to unlock certain cars, or how it works, but... We got hammered, Coop. Let's do one more. Piano course, which we did earlier as well. You don't get any gold from time trials, so... Unfortunately, we'll have to stay as we are. Now, it seems that whoever sets the record times for the time trials does not actually make use of shortcuts. Just like most of the computers don't use shortcuts, except from the highest difficulty, and even then only like one will ever use them. So if second place is satisfactory to you, you don't have to worry. But, or there's some shortcuts that no computers will ever use. I don't know why. But, usually, on any course with any shortcuts, you can usually get the best time quite easily, so long as you don't have a really crappy car. And don't worry, these tracks will get a lot more interesting, complex as time goes on, and difficult as well. Things start out real simple in this game, but not to worry. So I don't think we unlock anything for this course. Oh, we totally do. Oh, this car. Poor Phaeton. I think that's how it's pronounced. Phaeton. I generally consider AE to be a long E sound, because it's a digraph in some cases, but this poor car. It has the highest handling of any car in the game. Its max handling is only like 2/3 of the bar, but it has really sad stats. Really sad stats. I kind of want to just try to beat this game using Phaeton, just to like take pity on it and to challenge myself. But we'll see. So I'll see you guys next time, the next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Burnin' Rubber, where we take on the next circuit in the Grand Prix. That being, what will it be, in fact? Yes, bronze. That being... Oh crap, do I have to like the Grease Monkey to actually go to... You do have to do these in sequence. Darn it. Alright, well, I'll see you guys then. I have some stuff to do off camera. Bye, guys.